Για πρώτη φορά δίνεται η δυνατότητα στη δασική υπηρεσία να εκτελέσει ένα έργο τέτοιας εμβέλειας, το οποίο θα αποτελέσει μια σπίδα προστασίας έναντι των πολιτών, αλλά και των σπιτιών τους και των περιουσιών τους και των ζώων γενικότερα.
3 ans après le lancement de la Facilité pour la reprise et la résilience, un ambitieux plan de relance post-Covid mobilisant des milliards d'euros pour une Europe plus verte, connectée et résiliente, est-elle en bonne voie pour tenir ses promesses? Nous sommes ici en Grèce pour en savoir plus dans ce nouvel épisode de Realeconomy. Mais tout d'abord, comment fonctionne ce programme? Regardons notre cours accéléré.
Designed to jumpstart Europe's economies due to the various COVID-19 lockdowns, the Recovery and Resilience Facility was also created to build a digital, greener and stronger future. However, in the last few years, Europe has been hit by the war in Ukraine and high inflation. RRF payments are unlocked when a country meets agreed milestones and targets. To date, more than a third of the RRF has been dispersed, with many countries surpassing the 37% they must spend on climate-related projects. Annual energy consumption rates have dropped by 28 million megawatts across the European continent. And almost 9 million people have benefited from measures to protect against flooding and wildfires. On the digital front, an additional 5.6 million households now have high-speed internet access. With modernisation of public infrastructure also a top priority, the current goal is to accelerate disbursement before the 2026 deadline. Managing the climate crisis is one of the major aspects of the European Recovery Plan in Greece. Last summer, 170,000 hectares of land were destroyed by wildfires following droughts and heat waves. The Fanny Gauret forest near Athens was hit particularly hard.
Την τελευταία πενταετία σημειώθηκαν μεγάλες καταστροφικές πυρκαγιές, δασικές εκτάσεις και τα δάση καταστράφηκαν σπίτια, επιχειρήσεις αλλά και ζωικό κεφάλαιο.
The Greek anti-Nero program was created to tackle these mega fires. It has been tasked with cleaning and maintaining the forests, planting slow-burning trees and the creation of different fire prevention zones.
Το απομακρύνεται η έφλεκτη βιομάζα για αποτροπή μιας πυρκαγιάς, αλλά και ακόμα αν θα υπάρξει αυτή η πυρκαγιά για να μπορεί να γίνει πιο άμεση η καταστολή της.
However, this initiative is a public one and requires significant investment to pay for its contractors, staff and essential equipment.
Ο προϋπολογισμός του έργου ξεπερνάει τα 400 εκατομμύρια ευρώ και αφορά σε μια παρέμβαση τη μεγαλύτερη στη χώρα μας που έχει γίνει ποτέ, χάρη στους πόρους που εξασφαλίστηκαν από το Ταμείο Ανάκαμψης και Ανθεκτικότητας.
Projects financed by the Recovery and Resilience Facility are established according to the priorities of each country. Greece can access €35.9 billion distributed in grants and loans. The modernisation of public infrastructure is another priority. This includes healthcare facilities. In Athens, work is underway at the Metaxa Cancer Hospital.
Όλα τα δωμάτια ασθενών, όλα τα WC, τις τουαλέτες, αλλάξαμε τις κονσόλες για την παροχή οξυγόνου και το πολύ σημαντικό εξάρτημα κλήσης του νοσηλευτικού προσωπικού και θα ακολουθήσει η πλήρης ανακατασκευή του έκτου ορόφου, καθώς επίσης και το τμήμα των επικόντων περιστατικών.
This oncology hospital is the largest in the Balkans. It hasn't been renovated since its construction in the 60s, like many others in Greece.
Το συγκεκριμένο έργο κόστισε περίπου €1 εκατομμύριο. Οπωσδήποτε το RRF βοήθησε πάρα πολύ στο να ολοκληρωθούν σύντομα οι εν λόγω εργασίες στα 80 και πλέον νοσοκομεία τα οποία υπάρχουν στη συγκεκριμένη δράση. Ο Έλληνας πολίτης θα έχει ποιοτικές ιατρικές υπηρεσίες.
Modernise health services, renovate electricity networks, invest in renewable energies. According to the Greek Recovery Plan, 38% of funds will be devoted to climate objectives, 22% to digitalisation and 18% to social projects. However, economist Phoebe Kondouri says the creation of a favourable fiscal space, more time and significant reforms are needed.
We've managed to get 50% almost of prepayments and have 1/3 of the money absorbed into investment. It's an unprecedented absorption rate for Greece. But of course, it definitely needs more time for this fiscal space to actually transpose itself into implementable projects. So you need a public sector to really become productive.
After a difficult decade, it looks like Greece is about to begin a new chapter with encouraging growth. But what remains to be done? Is the European Recovery Plan an opportunity to consolidate this progress? The minister responsible for the Greek Recovery Plan, Nikos Papathanasis, gave his perspective.
What achievements do you have since the launch of the RRF? How is it progressing?
First of all, Greece now is in the investment grade, and we expect the RRF to contribute, along with the other European funds, to more than 60% of the growth that we're expecting for 2024. And we are expecting 2.9% growth of our economy, whereas in Europe, the average would be approximately 0.8. The reforms makes our economy more interesting for investments, and of course, the investments assist in creating new jobs. And we've reduced the unemployment the last 4 years from 17.5% to less than 10%.
And what kind of projects are you prioritizing?
All the projects that refer to health, justice, for example. We are modernizing, renovating hospitals as well as health centers. At the same time, we have to make things easier and Greece to become more investment-friendly country.
How do you make sure the money is well spent?
There's European and national auditing committees, and we undergo continuous examination. So that is the way we secure that everything goes and the money goes in the right way.
What is your feedback on the process for governments? Is it difficult to access these funds?
RRF is performance-based. It's not a matter of how much money you spend, but if you achieve the reforms and if you achieve all the milestones. So it is difficult, but it's more effective. And reforms, along with investments, I think is more useful for society than only having projects.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much.
For Greece, strategic investments and wise management are opportunities to continue on a positive trajectory and transform a decade of hardship into prosperity.